5 Tudors that are great value for money. Let's talk about them. But first, I'm not an expert, I'm just a nerd. Remember that when you get all mean and shouty in the comments. And whilst you're down there, you could, if you really wanted, like, subscribe, ding that bell icon so you never miss another video, and you could click that join button and consider becoming a channel member. That would be cool and it would make me very happy. What is Tudor? If you've ever been on a Tudor training course, Tudor is the best quality watch at the most attainable price or something like that. They drill that into you. And honestly, I'm no longer working in the watch industry professionally. This is the limit of it, this YouTube channel. But I still very, very much believe that Tudor offers the best quality watch, the best quality luxury watch at the most attainable price in the Swiss, specifically the Swiss watch market. I don't think there's anyone that really comes close in the Swiss sphere of influence. Oh, that's really hard to say. Swiss sphere of influence. Yeah, that's hard.
Say it 5 times, go.
Swiss sphere of influence. 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 No, I failed that. Number 1, it's a watch. It got a little bit of love this year at Watches and Wonders. It's one I think is often quite overlooked in favour of your Black Bays, in favour of your Pelagosses and stuff like that. And we've only got one Black Bay on this list and no Pelagosses, weirdly. So number 1 is the Clair Rose. Contentious quick choice. But why have I picked the Clair Rose? First of all, I think it is extremely elegant and lovely looking. So the specific reference of the Clair Rose I have picked is the M35-500-0010. I just think it's the best all-round Clair Rose. It's got a lovely sized 30mm case, which I think looks great on all the ladies I've seen it on. The dial is beautiful with a sort of guilloche pattern in the center, all wavy and lovely. It's got VVS diamond dots, which for the price that this watch is great. So it's got 8 VVS diamonds inlaid into the dial, which complement the Roman numerals at 12, 3, 6 and 9. Lovely. It's got a spinel cabochon on the crown, which is beautiful, stunning. I mean, you're getting a lovely looking cabochon on a watch that costs £2,800. You're getting a COSC, ladies COSC, which is, I can't remember the specific rating of COSC on a smaller ladies watch, but it's still a chronometer certified watch. This not using an in-house movement, so that is a shame. It is using the caliber T201 movement, but in a 30mm watch you're still getting a 38-hour power reserve, sapphire movement. Honestly, there's not a lot wrong with this watch. I don't love the design of the bracelet end links, in all honesty, so it's not perfect, but many people are going to love this watch. Many people are going to love it for the price, especially. It's quite a thick boy as well, but it's cool. I like it. Watch number 2. Right, this is a watch I think that gets talked about in these sorts of lists quite a lot, and it's the Tudor 1926, specifically the M9-1550-0010. Again, not an in-house movement. So this watch is using the caliber T601, but again, chronometer certified. And again, we're talking about dial textures. It's got a beautiful white silvery dial with a lovely cross-hatched pattern over the whole dial. Makes it beautiful to look at. It's got every even number on the dial is lovely heat blued Arabic numerals. The rest are heat blued. They might not be heat blued actually, just blue indices and lovely blue hands as well. Beautiful, vibrant look, really cool. And then the strap, it's a leather with sort of cream contrast stitching on a folding clasp. Honestly, the whole watch just feels great in the hands, fits really well. This one's a 39mm. I can't really say a lot bad about it. It's got a date at 3 o'clock. And what's the price, Terry? What would you pay for a watch with all of those features?
You'd be looking, as it's a Tudor, for over £2,000.
Ho ho ho! £1,700. This video is just coming across as an advertisement, but we're making it because there's no news and it's something I actually feel strongly about. Tudor's not paying us. We're making this off our own back.
I wish they were paying us.
Yeah, we deserve to be paid for this video, Tudor. But the Hans Wilsdorf Foundation don't like me anyway, so... because of the Rolex tier list. Yeah, I got in trouble with Rolex for that video. And I can say that now, because I no longer work in the industry. Haha. Watch number 3. This watch is really cool. Honestly, it's based off the old Oyster Prince design. I've had some strong thoughts about this watch previously. I think the bracelet tapers too much, and I'm not a giant fan of the overall design, but it offers great functionality for the price. And what watch is it, Terry?
It's the Tudor Black Bay Ranger.
Yeah, the Ranger, that's it. He got it. He got it. He genuinely remembered. So the Tudor Ranger. Yeah, I've had some strong thoughts about this in the past, particularly on our Tudor tier list, but I can't deny it's a great watch. Okay, it's just not me. Amazing full 316L steel bracelet with a really pretty extreme taper. Not for everyone, not for me, but still really cool if you like that. The dial configuration is actually it's something that's grown on me. Heavily loomed, all painted, not applied numerals, but it's solid. Extremely solid construction. He did away with the snowflake hour hand on this one. It's sort of a arrow, slightly butt pluggy hour hand design, but honestly there's not a lot wrong with this watch. It features the manufacturer caliber MT5402, which is a COSC certified movement at -2 +4 seconds a day. Unbelievable that. At the price is £2,860. Honestly, if you like the design, you can't really go wrong with a Ranger. It's just gonna look great on many straps and is very cool. And it features, I think it's the first watch in this list, A, to feature manufacturer caliber movement, and B, to feature the T-fit clasp. And T-fit, you can't go wrong with. I like it. And did I mention, Terry, I haven't mentioned this, all of the watches so far have been 100 meters waterproof. On a little 30mm ladies watch, on a little £1,700 COSC certified dress watch, it's not bad at all. But what watch are we going to talk about fourth, Terry?
Black Bay 58.
Yeah, the Black Bay 58 GMT. Haha. So obviously, this is new to the collection. Full transparency, it's the only one in the collection I haven't actually seen or been hands-on with. Just want to make that clear, so don't come at me for that. But on a spec sheet, feature set wise, it looks phenomenal for the price. So it's about £700 more than a Black Bay 54. But what are you getting for that extra? What are you getting? Well, first of all, it's obviously got a full 316L steel construction, sapphire crystal, all of that. That's standard. That's bloody standard. Who cares about any of that? The lug width is obviously 20mm. That's very cool. Case thickness, it's fairly thick for a 39mm watch, but it's got a GMT function and a date. So it's 12.8mm, but I'm not going to complain about that. It's waterproof to 200 meters. So again, we like that. One thing I do think they could improve is it's an anodized aluminium bezel. I would have liked ceramic, but apparently it's very polished, so it looks ceramic-y, so I want to see it in person before I properly judge it for that. But why is it so good? Well, A, it improves on all the other Black Bay 58s by having a T-fit clasp. Next watch, I'm looking at you. But also, the new caliber in this watch is incredible. So it's the manufacturer caliber MT5450-U movement. And if you're familiar with the law, this is a COSC and a METAS certified movement, which means it's -0 +5 seconds a day accurate, and it's got that full Omega level magnetism resistance, which is mental. It's got 65-hour power reserve. It's honestly, I don't think there's a lot wrong with this watch. I can't really fault it. I really want to see one in person. I think the only thing anyone's mentioned to me that they don't like about it, A, is the aluminium bezel insert, which has divided a few people, and B, the gilting on the bezel and stuff. They would have preferred it to be white, but I think it matches the dial. I'm going to reserve my judgment until I see it in person. How much are you paying for a META certified GMT dive watch, Terry?
£6,000.
So, for a META certified dive watch, £3,960. I think that's pretty good. I want to get my hands on it before I tell you to rush out and buy one, but on a spec sheet, that watch is impressive. And now lastly is another Black Bay. So last but not least is the Bay Chrono. Now this is a weird one to have on the list, specifically the white panda variant on the bracelet. Now why have I included this list? Well, I think it's always useful to make comparisons when you're talking about a watch. For example, the Bay 58 GMT, if you were going to get a META certified watch from another brand that was capable of diving, you'd be paying, for example, look at the Omega Seamaster 300 meter, you'd be looking at paying at least £5,600 on a bracelet if you were going to pay list, which who is for Omega nowadays. But the Bay Chrono is an interesting one because it uses a manufacturer caliber, namely the MT5813, which is a COSC certified caliber, refangled at Tudor's -2 +4 seconds a day accuracy rating. But that caliber is a rejiggled version of the Breitling B01 in-house movement, which that caliber is on watches starting at £6,500, and on their watches it's -4 +6 seconds a day, I believe. So you're getting a more accurate movement, the same movement, but more accurate in a less expensive watch. You're not getting a sapphire case back, no, I grant you, and you're not getting that as high quality finishing as you would get with a Breitling chronograph. I admit the polishing, everything looks a lot fancy schmancier on a Breitling. But if what you care about is movement technology and accuracy and price, you're gonna do better with the Tudor. Because what price are you gonna be paying for a Bay chronograph, Terence? Bearing in mind the Breitlings with a B01 movement, so the same movement but less accurate, start at 6,500, 7,000.
Realistically, 8,500.
What, for the Bay chronograph?
Possibly.
£4,790. So you can't go wrong with that. Plus, all of the in-house movement watches in this video, including the chronograph, have a 5-year warranty and 10-year service intervals. Breitling can't say that. God, this really was a advertisement. But oh my God, Tudor, for the Bay Chrono, sort out, give it a T-fit clasp. You've done it on the pink chrono. We know you can do it. Sort your out. I don't swear much in these videos anymore, but my God, the lack of a T-fit clasp on that watch drives me up the bloody wall nowadays. See, I didn't want this video to be too positive. Sort. What's your thoughts, Terry? Yeah.
I'm surprised you can get a Tudor for less than
£2,000.
Less than £2,000.
Honestly, that's pretty mad. Getting something from the House of Wilsdorf for less than £2,000 is pretty mad. And also, this list isn't fully inclusive. I think anything that doesn't have gold on in the Tudor catalogue, even some of their gold pieces, to be honest, all of them are pretty good value. You can't really go wrong with a Tudor, in all honesty. If it looks right, if it's your style, you can't really go wrong with it because they're all pretty great value for money. Buy what you love and you'll never be disappointed. So what did you think of my selections? Did you love them? Are they terrible? Go down below, tell me in the comments. Whilst you're down there, why not like, subscribe, ding that bell icon so you never miss another video. And if you really want to pick up one of these watches, you could use our affiliate link and go to the Goldsmiths website and buy one of them. That would be really cool because we've had that for ages, but we're going to start using it now because I'm no longer in the industry, and that would massively support our channel. So thank you very much. Also, you could consider becoming a channel member, clicking that join button. Massive thanks to all of the channel members on screen right now. You guys are perfect. And to everyone else who's watching this video, if you've got this far, thanks very much and watch yourselves.